Very good afternoon to you and welcome to a Soccer Saturday today that has just about everything. Later, all the build-up to today's all-important World Cup qualifiers, and before that, a little piece of history as promotion-chasing Yeovil take on Hayes in the first live conference match ever to be shown on Sky.
Well, some of the overnight prayers have been answered in that there weren't any further downpours. After yesterday, it seemed this game might be under threat because of waterlogging, but as you can see, the pitch is heavily sanded, and Warren Patmore on the right there leads out Yeovil, having already been on international duty this week himself with the England semi-pro team. But it is a Yeovil team that's faltered in recent weeks. When they beat Hayes in September, they went to the top of the conference but lost their manager David Webb, resigning after that game. Now here they are under Colin Addison, and this is the team that he selects today. Record signing Michael McIndoe from Hereford is rested, and their former striker Howard Forrington was re-signed from Peterborough yesterday, too late to play. So Addison is without his first-choice centre-backs, Terry Skiverton and Tom White, and number 4 Paul Steele had to be recalled from a loan spell with Woking to partner the young Irishman Roy O'Brien. Unlike Yeovil, Hayes are entirely part-time and under threat of relegation. Manager Terry Brown has had problems in defence. Brendan Gallen, cousin of Huddersfield's Kevin, is suspended. 4 others are injured, but Jason Goodliff, the captain, returns after a broken toe. Still going strong at 41 is Jimmy Quinn. The former Northern Ireland international striker is on a weekends-only playing arrangement. His partner today is Rocky Baptiste, back at the club having signed on loan for the rest of the season from Luton. Colin Addison, who's obviously a very experienced campaigner, says he's never quite known a winter like this, and it's partly as a result of the wet weather they've had that Yeovil find themselves 2 games in hand on Ruston and Diamonds. Backlog of fixtures with Hereford and Lee RMI earlier in the season postponed. Lindegaard challenge, there's Way. It's so difficult judging those tackles. McKim on Way then, and Crittenden has won a free kick off Bazardi.
Keep conceding.
Way's kick, cleared by Goodliff. Strike by Steele, and what a thumping strike it was from Paul Steele that rattled the woodwork. Flag was up anyway, though.
Well, this was a poor header. It didn't really clear, but what a strike by Steele. The goalkeeper just watched it. Fantastic strike. As it drops, he didn't need a second touch. Wallop.
He almost repeated the dose then. Jones. Now Crittenden trying to get the better of Bazardi. Betts, who's taken the kick in towards O'Brien, and it's stuck in the sand, and Steele pulls it across and forces the save from Gothard.
Well, it's poor defending again. Jimmy Quinn doesn't know where it is. I actually think that was meant as a cross, and if it had been, Belgrave was on the far post just to head into an empty net, but ended up getting a corner out of it when really it should have been a goal.
Lindegaard again. Right the way through to Steele. In towards Patmore.
Doesn't tell a story on the scoreline, though.
And that has been the problem for Yeovil lately, turning their domination into goals. They've not won in 5 conference games, 6 now in all competitions. Bazardi trying to put them under threat here, but it's Crittenden away. Steered through by Moore, and here's a chance for Bazardi. And as Everett tried to get there, it was Betts who got in first. Here's McKim. Everett gets it across, and Quinn was in there. This is Moore. An excellent spell of the game, this for Hayes. Oh, and the goalkeeper has to tip that one away, and Coppard's header is a wayward one. Panic having to deal with what seemed to be a cross from Moore that almost turned into a shot.
I think the goalkeeper here was coming out expecting a cross. The ball was straighter, and he was almost cut off his line. Knocked it up in the air. The header out didn't get far enough.
Here's Lindegaard. Now Belgrave. And Lindegaard! Well, they were appealing for offside and the flag stayed down as Crittenden gets it back across. Belgrave, he bought himself some time. Now Lindegaard, and it's gone in off the defender. Despair for Goodliff, who couldn't keep it out and got the final touch. But surely the weight of pressure from them had to tell, and in the end it did.
Well, Hayes are all over the place here, aren't they? So, there was looked like an offside, but didn't come in the end. They never really got the ball away. Good header back from Padmore. Missed kick by Belgrave. Great block, and then the header, unfortunately, hits the defender on the chest, past the goalkeeper. They never really got the ball away, and that was the problem.
Paul Gothard, a one-time England semi-pro international, used to play at Dagenham and Redbridge. Quinn showing his experience there. Now can Baptiste get through? Well, Kenner got something on it, and enough to divert it away.
Well, Jimmy Quinn putting himself about there, and Baptiste shown for the first time in the game. The keeper almost made a horrendous error there, but got away with it.
Space here for Lindegaard to operate in. And he's managed to find Belgrave, but in slid Herbert. Jones, Everett. Quinn is out to his right, and it's Jimmy Quinn. Good save. Baptiste looking for the follow-up, and O'Brien away.
Well, I think the priority for the Yeovil today is to get the 3 points. Whether it's 1, 2 or 3 goals, it doesn't really matter. They've got to make sure that they keep the pressure on Rushden, and with Rushden having to come here as well.
And Baptiste here has got the better of Steele. Oh, and a good save. Pennock, but just got to it to divert it around.
Well, good play by Baptiste. Closed the ball down very quickly, then ran at the defender. This is going in the corner. He's just got his toe in on it.
Betts. Tonkin. And Jimmy Quinn, the offender, as Tonkin is tripped. Betts trying to place the free kick in there for Patmore, and off the bar, and turned in by Steele. Paul Steele, who'd rattled the woodwork himself earlier in the half, benefits as the ball comes back off the crossbar, and Yeovil 2 up right on the stroke of half-time.
Well, this is about the quality of the ball in, and again, on this occasion, it's good delivery, good header from Patmore, off the bar, and he's been, I think, a significant individual in this first half.
Well, that was literally the last kick of the first half. So it's important that Yeovil send out the message that they're still keeping up the chase, and they're on course to do that in this game. Patmore climbing, and he seems to get a tremendous leap on. O'Brien with a shot. Belgrave is there. It's number 3. And Yeovil now well on their way to closing the gap on Ruston and Diamonds at the top. Belgrave into double figures for the season.
This is the best corner they put in all day. Great header by Patmore. The keeper panicked a little bit. Good setup. And really ball bouncing around, but Hayes defenders they didn't really react until it was too late, and with all the bodies in there, but they never got the ball away. And a good header in the end.
Smiles and happy faces all around Huish Park, a ground currently being redeveloped with a roof being put on the stand at one end of the ground, which has meant that some of the home fans have had to be reshuffled from their normal viewing positions. But it's all part of the grand plan here for league football. A plan that might have seemed a way off in terms of recent form. But they all feel, if they can hold on for this, as they surely will now, that they're back on course. This is Bazzardi. Preston on the outside of him. And the strike took a deflection on its way through off O'Brien.
It's a bit more encouraging for Hayes here. The shot's gone through the player's legs, hit the inside, and he's keeps them well.
Crittenden's cross, and Patmore is offside. Moore given away to Jones, and McIndoe and Bazzardi finding Tonkin. Barrington Belgrave, and Goffard prevents a fourth, but Herbert unable to save the corner.
Fine save here. He just dropped his shoulder, Belgrave, and that was in the corner. Good touch by the keeper. Just knocked it out for the corner kick, but
Baptiste beating Betts to it and pulling it back well. Oh, wonderful save. Tipped over magnificently. It was Coppard who came steaming in with the shot.
and this is good play by Baptiste, good pull back. And the finish is excellent, on target. Good height for the goalkeeper, but he still had to deal with it nevertheless.
And Quinn got up for the corner, and Watts behind him with the knocker away from goal. Moore. Britain coming back a long way to try and retrieve it. Tonkin won it in the end, but this is Baptiste. Is there to be a consolation in it yet for Hayes? He weaved his way through well.
So the little dribble between the two players, but the keeper was very quickly read the situation and actually collided with his home player.
Quinn with the header back, cleared by Jones, and Yeovil send out the clear message to Rushden and Diamonds that the race for the conference title isn't over yet. Colin Addison's team may have stuttered in recent weeks, but this is an emphatic victory against struggling Hayes on a pitch where maybe you needed a bucket and spade more than a football.
Show you how the table stands at present, and there you can see the gap closed to 4 points. Yeovil have a game in hand. Remember, they have home advantage with Rushden still to go down to the southwest in what could be a critical game, and the rest, I'm afraid, well, they're very much playing for minor honours this season.